You saw right through it, I knew I blew it. It's always the same thing, I can't do it. I told you I'm spread too thin, and nobody wins, and nobody...
We're here with This World Live, and they're over from the States on this awesome tour of the UK. And it's your first time out of America, right?
Yeah, for each of us, it's our first time traveling out of the States.
How was that for you?
A little nerve-wracking. It's like our first headline tour ever.
Yeah.
We've never headlined in the States, so we're coming to the UK to do a headline tour. It's a little stressful, but we looked at it like...
It's like nervous but exciting at the same time.
Yeah.
You hope people are going to go, but you just want to have a good time anyways.
How are you finding the UK so far?
It's cold.
It's pretty
damp and dark.
It's not always the best.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I mean, the people have been awesome.
awesome.
Everybody's super friendly. The people that are coming out to the shows seem like they're really into the band and really good sing-alongs each night. So it's going great.
Cool. I mean, so what would you say was your defining moment so far on the tour? Like, what was the funniest or craziest thing that's happened so far?
Funniest? I don't know. Just any time with Hot Damn. Those guys are just hilarious.
Yeah.
Their drummer Ian, like he's like one of the weirdest dudes I've ever met, but he might be like my favorite person I've ever met, and I don't quite know why he is, because it took me a while to get my thumb on him.
He's trying to be funny, so everything he does is just...
It's hard to tell if I think he's like an idiot savant. Sometimes it seems like he has like the mind of like a 10-year-old, but then sometimes he has like the wisdom of like a 1,000-year-old Chinese man.
You know what? Hands down, the funniest moment. The lead singer of Hot Damn, Stifler. All he wants to do is get his picture taken with fans. And after one show, a girl took her picture with every single person from us, Hot Damn, and our tour manager, but Stifler.
She asked Stifler to take a picture for her.
So he's just walking around so
he's like waving his tour pass around.
He's like, I was lead vocals in the band. You didn't see me.
So he was standing right next to a girl that was talking to our tour manager, and he's like, "You don't even notice me."
That was hands down the funniest part of the tour. That night was great.
He's gotten a couple photos since though.
He's the best live too. That guy's amazing.
Yeah, they're awesome.
So, like, things have really escalated for you guys after, Sleepwalking obviously kind of, just went crazy for you guys. It was kind of like a viral phenomenon, really. I mean, you guys obviously had, a solid following beforehand, but, what's changed since that kind of happened?
We did that cover kind of on a whim. We were out in Florida recording our album with Aaron Marsh, who's the singer of a band called Copeland, and who's, one of my favorite bands. He's, one of my favorite songwriters. And he got sick while we were there, and we had some downtime in the studio, and we're like, well, we brought out a camera, we brought out our laptop, what can we kind of do? So we, in a day, we kind of arranged that and filmed it, and when we were done with it, we I think we knew we had something cool, but we didn't realize how special it really was until we started getting people's reaction to it.
Covers are scary to release. I was super nervous about releasing it. You never know how people
perceive it. Yeah.
Because you guys did the Day to Remember one as well, didn't you?
Yeah, we did that one a couple years ago almost, and that's almost up to 2 million views itself. But it was kind of a slow burner. It didn't take off at first, and there wasn't a defining moment to why it spiked. It just continued to get views on it, and I think the reason we didn't benefit as much from that cover as we did from Sleepwalking is because we didn't really put any kind of creative spin on it.
Yeah.
We kind of just played it like they played it.
Yeah. All the guitars the exact same.
Which is awesome. I mean, it's we're fans of the band, and we wanted to do it because we thought it'd be fun, and we hoped that some people would watch it that never heard of our band. Yeah. So it exceeded our expectations.
Oh, for sure.
100,000 times over. But Sleepwalking was an instant thing where it went up, and we were kind of holy shit, what's going on here? And
we were at Warped Tour the next day. I remember we checked on our phones, we were like, it's at 13,000 the first day, this is insane.
Yeah.
We were freaking out. We kept refresh. We would go on every day and just this is insane, what's happening right now.
And with Ollie tweeting the video and stuff,
that
gave it a push.
Didn't he ask you guys to do the whole album?
Yeah. but like he said, we're like really weird about doing covers. Like, like, and we kind of look at it like now it's like, I don't know if we'll do another one.
That must have been a nice compliment.
We were. I woke up early. I don't know why. I was like 7 a.m. and I looked on Twitter and I was getting blown up like, Ollie tweeted you. And I looked at it and I went and I woke him up and he was sleeping and just was like, shut up. No. Like it was like 7 a.m. and we're just sitting on the computer like, are you serious? That guy just... Because like that CD, we listened to that CD nonstop that entire time in Florida. We loved that CD. Then he came to me like, hey, let's do a cover of this song. That was a fun one because it was like we got to write more than we did in the Day to Remember.
Yeah, we got to be more creative.
Yeah, we got to kind of put.
And I think that's why it did better.
It's a different version.
It's an interesting spin on their song.
Yeah, it was their song.
So I think that's why it had, more virality.
We just
hope
we did it justice. That's all we were
looking for. I thought it was brilliant. Like it put me onto you guys, and I thought it was great. I mean, like with your music, like what's your writing process?
Well, when we were writing most of the new record that's coming out later this year, we were living still fairly close at the time, but
we never
we never go to each other's houses. Like we kind of just email ideas back and forth.
iPhones.
This being said, we live like 6 blocks away from each other. It's not for lack of accessibility. It's just
work schedules are really weird. I always work 1 to 10. And I like writing like at night at like 1 in the morning, so I just write tons of riffs. And I always record them on my iPhone, and I'll just send him like, if I find a chord progression, I'll put a bunch of different ways of playing it, and I just send him to him on the phone and say, do you like any of these? If he says no, I just scratch him. If he says yeah, I work with it.
I think we have like a good working relationship with writing songs because he's really good with like jumping off point, and I'm really bad at just starting a song. I'm
a structure guy for sure.
I'm really good at structuring a song, writing parts to go along with something that's already been started. But it's really hard for me to find a jumping off point.
It's like, have you heard our song Puppy Love?
Yeah, I have.
I sent him that opening riff, and I just said, I really like this riff. I think it's really catchy. Like, let's work with it. And then like 2 days later, he sends a phone back. And it's just the entire song. And then he's like, okay. I finished like the song.
That's over half of our songs work that way.
But that was like the new
CD once there's some kind of foundation laid down, I'm better at.
The melody just pops in his head and he just goes.
I'll kind of just hear something and we don't really rewrite parts ever.
What do you mean?
Like when we write a song, like say I write a vocal line, it's either good enough or it's gone. We don't like if it's like, well, that was cool, but the chorus kind of sucked. We don't like. I don't really rewrite choruses. Like it's kind of like, and I don't know if it's because I'm not able to or because my attention span's too short. But like
you have that idea in your head and it's hard.
And it's hard to get it out, so it's hard to write something else. So I just go, well, it's not good enough. Fuck it, let's just start something else. I mean, there's millions of songs to be written. Why should we? Get caught up on one.
It seems to work. So
we
definitely don't write millions of songs.
No, we don't. But I'm saying there's millions
We're
of
like
songs
the band that has
to be written.
11 songs in the studio. Just like we don't bring in 40 songs at all.
So you did was it Ripped Away?
Yeah.
And you worked with somebody else on that. How kind of was that process for you guys?
With the guest vocal on it? She is her name's Neelu Madadi. She's like a singer-songwriter, I suppose you can call it, from like Orange County, California, which is really close to us. And she was recording at the same studio that we were recording, and I saw like a video similar to what we were doing of her performing, and she just has this insane voice that's like, it's hard to explain. It's like, there's like parts of it that sound like Adele, but then there's parts of it that sound like Amy Winehouse. And
the guy that does all of our videos did it, and he's a close friend. He used to help him out with drumming and bands and stuff, and he hit us up like, you have to check out this girl I just recorded.
But having her on the song is kind of like a double-edged sword because like there's that part of the song where she says a line and then I like echo it, like I say the exact same line right after her, and it like truly exposes how bad of a singer I am because you hear like a truly talented singer just like sing this part and then I like kind of just like mangle it right after her. Like by myself, I think I get by, but when that's like putting a short guy next to a tall guy, it really exposes you.
It's January and a fresh year. Like, what are your plans for this year?
We're playing London tonight. We play Dublin tomorrow. Then we fly home. We'll be home for 2 days, and then we're gonna start the second leg of the 10-year anniversary tour for the Week's End with Emery and the Classic Crime. That's a couple weeks. We're home. Yeah, we're home for a little bit, and then we go back out with a band called Being as an Ocean and A Lot Like Birds.
Yeah.
And during that, we're touring out with them to do like the festivals in Texas, like South by Southwest, South by So What, and Never Say Never. So and some of those festivals are with like Bring the Horizon, Of Mice and Men,
Ghost Inside,
Devil Wears Prada, just a bunch of sick bands.
Yeah.
So those are going to be some of our first like big festivals that we've ever played.
Yeah, for sure.
So some big shows and big opportunities for us to win over some new fans.
Okay, cool. I mean, how do you guys feel like you fit in the spectrum of obviously like all of these bands, like, you know, Bring Me the Horizon and things like that, who are very heavy? Like, have you found it like challenging at all, sort of appealing to those fans, or is it just been natural?
I don't think we fit in.
Yeah, I don't think we fit in.
I don't think we fit in.
I think
at all.
I'm blown away that they like us, and so since they like us,
but
roll with it.
I guess part of it is like we're fans of that style of music, and I think it's almost pointless for us to try to play a bunch of coffee shop acoustic gigs and tour with singer-songwriters, because we don't see ourselves like that. We see ourselves as a band.
Yeah.
We just happen to only be two guys and we only play two acoustic guitars.
Yeah. Well, 21 Pilots made a career out of it as well. So.
Right.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
For sure.
I wouldn't ever.
Yeah. They're really good.
In any way, but
Ever heard how catchy that band is?
no, but that's kind of like, we prefer to be the sore thumb, you know? Like,
Yeah,
we
for
want
sure.
like that tour we're going on with Being as an Ocean, it's like us, My Iron Lungs,
It's
like
like
a
two
hardcore
hardcore
band.
bands.
A Lot Like Birds is more like kind of like Circus Survive,
Yeah,
post-hardcore.
really
Being as an
punk.
Ocean is like metalcore with like spoken word and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we prefer. That like we
Yeah.
don't want to go out on tour with, you know, other acoustic acts.
Yeah.
I mean, not to say that we never will, but
If City and Color hit us up and said you want to go on tour, I'm pretty
we'd
sure
probably answer the phone.
I would
you know?
cry for one, and then go.
I think you guys would be having a beard fight anyway. So.
City and Color now?
Yeah.
I'd destroy it.
Yeah, he destroyed voice, but you would destroy
Right,
beard
yeah.
for sure.
What's more important, I guess, yeah.
Nice beard over a voice.
A gentlemanly beard over a
Just the most
smooth
beautiful
voice, yeah.
voice in the world.
So a question to you, Kevin, like being so bearded, who's got the best beard in music?
Jason Butler from Let Live.
I like For Your Strong beard. I've always loved. Who's the lead singer?
Dan from Fleur Song, he has a great beard.
Yeah, he has a great beard.
I think Jason from Let Live has the best one, though.
It is
He's
a
just
strong
a
beard.
handsome man right there.
I'm very jealous. It's a strong.
It's a strong beard, yeah. Somebody,
So-
when we announced the Being as an Ocean tour, I guess the singer from Being as an Ocean has a big beard too.
Yeah, you haven't seen that?
And someone was like, Battle of the Beards, hashtag.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we're
I can see
thinking
that.
about, well, I don't know. We are not thinking about it.
You never-
I'm thinking.
you never told this
I
to
didn't
me,
know
so-
I'm going to run this by you.
This is the first I've heard of this.
I want to make like a promo video of like a beard off, but I don't know.
Okay, how would that
Yeah,
work?
we'll talk about it after. We'll see how that goes.
Let me know what you think.
So can you guys tell us anything about the new record and stuff?
It's going to be 10 songs.
A lot of bells and whistles. The main reason why we went to Copeland, we tried to put
Specifically
something-
bells and whistles, or
Oh, there's
No whistles, but
There's
bells.
no
There's
yeah.
bells.
We try to add something different in every song, so
Okay.
instead of like it's an acoustic record, but there'll be glockenspiel,
Yeah.
cello, viola, violin.
Okay.
He had a lot of really cool instruments at the studio,
Keys,
so
yeah.
some electric guitar and stuff. Yeah,
he's a good mind for
we
that
wanted
stuff,
to color it. We wanted the foundation to be acoustic guitar and my vocal,
Mm.
but we wanted there to be more to it than just that. We wanted it to be dynamic and have just different moods to the record. And
Okay.
I think that's what we got.
Yeah.
100%. We got exactly what we went for.
Yeah, I was extremely pleased. That he's great.
very good with like arrangements and just coloring songs.
He hears things that we don't hear for sure.
Okay.
He's a real musician. That's why.
He doesn't send guitar riffs on iPhones.
Whatever works, man. Whatever works.
Yeah.
But cool. Okay. Well, it's been really cool, guys. Like,
Yeah,
thank
thanks
you
for
so
having
much
us.
for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Great.
This was awesome.
Thanks.
Words are such clumsy things, so I'll leave this to pen. I left a note on your bed, I'm never coming back. I'm stuck in a rut, I can